guys, so if you haven't watched my last video, you might be wondering how I ended up here, but 2 weeks ago at Ben Weider's Natural Pro-Am, I won my pro card and decided to do a pro debut. So we headed to Texas 2 weeks after to make my pro debut here at the Battle Up Productions Texas Pro Show. So let's talk about some peak week stuff, as this was my pro debut. We kind of did things a little bit differently. Coach said we in the pro league now, so we had to carb up with the most carbs I've ever had pre-show. This is the night before the show. I am literally stuffed to the brim with 350 grams of carbs, and I was definitely trying to suck in for posing during the nighttime, but I knew that I would wake up even tighter and even fuller than I ever had been before. We stayed at one of the host hotels. It was a quick 5-minute Uber drive away, and there happened to be a whole bunch of high school boys staying at the same hotel, so they were awkwardly running back and forth while my husband was videoing this, making funny little comments because high school boys have no self-control, but I'm pretty sure they were calling me chocolate milk or something like that. Anywho's, I'm just practicing my routine, tried a couple different lightings down in the hotel. The gym was being used, so I didn't have any space in there. I was just going over my routine to practice it and make sure that I felt confident in my moves. I had been practicing this for, I would like to say, a long time, but not really, because I had only just got my pro card 2 weeks before at the Ben Weider. So I had 2 weeks to come up with a short, to the point, and simple and sweet routine. That was kind of what I was going for. I didn't want to overcomplicate it. I've listened to Sandy at many of the check-ins say that the more you do or the longer you're on stage, then the more we find wrong or the more we critique about you. So I didn't want to give them too much to critique, just enough so that I could show off all the highlights of my physique. Also, I had gotten great feedback from Becky at Ben Weider to bring the same look. I had gotten great feedback from Sandy and Tyler to bring this same look to nationals. That being said, we didn't need to, because we went to Ben Weider instead of nationals and got the pro card. So yeah, we brought the red look, the blonde brown hair, the most fullness that I've had to date, and a new routine to match. And I was definitely excited. I had a different mentality going into this show than all the other ones. I told myself I wanted top 5, that I could earn top 5, and that I deserved to be in that top 5. So I think the confidence really helped me on stage and came across to the judges. I had been working and prepping since February of this year, and this pro debut was December. So it'd been a long year of hard work and dedication. This is the morning of, so the next day you can see I have no makeup on. And I'm practicing, just seeing how I filled out during the night. And shortly after, I'm going to go ahead to V, the makeup artist, to get my makeup done. This will be my first time working with her, and she is absolutely amazing. I loved how she even went out of her way to go get me gold glitter just for the look that I was wanting. Also told her I wanted to rock the red lip to match, and she definitely came through. This suit I did stone on my own, which I am known to do. My mom taught me how to do that. Alright, this is post makeup with B, and hair by me, suit stoned by me, wearing the Olympia mules thanks to De Raja, And the shoe fairy, I'm obsessed with the mules. I don't like the strap on the ankle. I think a mule makes your leg look longer and sleeker. And I actually don't like rhinestones on my shoes either. I like a simple, um, unattention catching. That's not really how you'd say that, but I don't want them staring at my feet. I want them to look at my physique, if that makes any sense. I do have some blonde clip-in extensions to make my hair look a little bit blonder too. And the jewelry that I'm wearing is from like 7 years ago when I first competed. So this is prejudging first thing, and this is comparisons. All the way to the right we have Masa, then to the left in purple is Daniela. I am splitting center in the red. To my left is Alessia, and then we have Jen in purple, and on the end in the far left in red is going to be Sammy. So both Jen and Alessia and Masa, I know, have all been to Olympia, and I believe Jen and Alessia were both in the top 10 this past year at Olympia 2021. Masa did take an improvement season. Safe to say I did have a bit of nerves straight off the bat going up against some Olympia badass babes, but I tried to bring as much confidence as I could. I stared into the lights backstage and listened to the national anthem and just tried to soak in that moment before stepping on stage. I took lots of deep breaths, and I knew that it was just the front back going out, so that initial interaction with the judges was going to be brief. So I thought that was great. I could get a little bit of nerves out there before coming on for my individual routine. And here is my individual routine. I wanted to keep it short and simple. I didn't want to give them anything to critique in a negative way. I tried to only show off my best poses and bring some confidence. I tried making sure I gave the judges good eye contact and smiling and just looking like I'm having a good time, because all of the hard work that I had done this year definitely had paid off. I have danced for 10 years, from 10 to 17, so I do feel confident on stage, and I'm used to being under the lights, so I think that's really helped. Also, I did ballet, so I feel like poise and posture and all those things were really instilled in me. That was my individual routine. I was happy with that for my pro debut. I didn't want to overcomplicate it. After prejudging, I met Jennifer Dory, the reigning Miss Bikini Olympia, and she was so kind and encouraging, and she was like, "You have this, girl. Bring even more confidence to the final show. You deserve to be up there." After talking with her, I got even more excited. Here were some stage shots against the call-outs. So after prejudging, I realized I was in 5th or 6th. So going into the night show, of course, I really wanted to get that 5th place so I could get a trophy, I could get Olympia points, and we even were able to win Better Bodies gift certificate. So that was exciting to find out about too. The beauty queen before me is Daniela. She owns a brownie company called Tika Brownies, and she was so sweet. I believe this is her 2nd pro show. She did the Wasatch Warrior earlier in the year, and she has some great glutes. She's gorgeous. I was 3rd to walk out, so fairly early on in the routines. I believe there were maybe 17 or 18 pros at this show. And here is my routine at finals. A little bit different angle from my husband, Eric. A little more straight on. You really want to take your time. When you're in the NPC, you feel rushed a lot because you are under a time limit, but for the pros, you can do it as long as you want. So really slowing down is actually kind of hard. So here we are doing final confirmations in the night show. They called out me and a few other girls, Sammy, Lucia, I can't see who else right here, but some girls from Fit Body Fusion and just some other gorgeous girls. And we are being pulled for 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. So this is second callouts, essentially. Just confirming, they put me splitting center with another gorgeous girl who was making her pro debut. Her name is Rachel. And she went on to compete in another show 1 week later, and she ended up taking top 3 at that next show. So she does have Olympia points as well. And again, me and Rachel are splitting center, fighting for 5th and 6th. They had us do our front, our back, our walk to the back, and then again walking forward. I noticed that red has become really popular this year. 7 years ago when I competed, green was like the color. And I noticed at the beginning of the year, blue. Everyone was rocking blue at nationals too. I only just tried red for the first time in November. And this is my 3rd show wearing red. And personally, I love it because I can wear a red lip with it too. And I just think it looks so good. Not everybody likes that look, but I think it looks great with a red lip and blonde hair, and that fire engine red color really just pops and stands out on stage. Personally, I don't like the ab or the ABs as much because I think it mutes the suit to be more of like a pinky color, and I like it to look like a true red. So we're just waiting on the sides for 5th place. This is the first ever men's physique Olympian, Mark Anthony. Funny story, my husband and I met him 7 years ago at my first NPC show. So he awarded me my 5th place trophy, my first point to Olympia. This is such an awesome moment, and I told him I will never forget this moment. How could you forget your first placing at a pro show and on my pro debut as well? It was so exciting. Also, we got to talk to him after prejudging, and he was just so kind and genuine. He felt like a friend of forever, you know? He was really honest and helpful and insightful. So we love Mark Anthony. And then here we are just waiting for the other top callouts. 4th place. Oh, that's right. It went to Marissa Wu. She is from Fit Body Fusion, also rocking the red. Super sweet. I got to meet her during hair and makeup. We got our makeup done by Veronica, the makeup artist, and got to chatting, and she was super sweet. I was nervous meeting everyone because I'm a little bit shy at first, but everyone made me feel so welcome, so that was amazing. I had such a positive experience. And then we are waiting for 3rd. And each placing got more and more money for Better Bodies. So I ended up earning $250 gift certificate, and then it was like 5 and then 7, and then the first place winner got $1,000. So Masa took 3rd. I think this was her 3rd show of the year, and she's very consistently in top 3. Also rocking red, I think she's a fellow Angel Competition bikini babe. I met her during hair and makeup also. She's so kind. She was congratulating me on my first win. And then next we are waiting for 2nd and 1st. It's between Alessia Fetchin and Jen Ronziti. Both of them are Olympians, and I believe top 15 or top 10. I can't remember what place Alessia got. I know Jen was top 10 at Olympia in 2021. They really built the suspense here. Alessia ends up taking 2nd, looking beautiful in blue. She had done so many shows before this, back to back to back. And I think each time looking better and better as well. She had just won 1st place at her last show in Florida, I believe, so she's already Olympia qualified. And then we all know who's getting 1st here. Reigning Miss Bikini Olympia, Jennifer Dory, is going to crown Jen Ronziti. And I was so envious of this gorgeous navy blue Olympia jacket that she won. I was like, oh, I want that jacket. It was so stunning. And she wins $1,000 to Better Bodies and is now Olympia qualified. What a great feeling to be Olympia qualified 1 year before Olympia. They pushed it back to December this year. So this show is in December and Olympia is in December. So she has a whole year of knowing she's already going to the O. love Viscose. Get that. Thank you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.